Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some fun things in store for you guys. Today we are talking about baby animals. We have quite a few little babies around the Wilson life, and we are going to show you and talk about what kinds they are and why we have them. This is one of Jackie's specialties, so she's going to be doing a lot of the talking.
Hi! We are going to be talking to you about our baby animals today. I have been waiting and trying to find the right chick that I want. So we have 3 baby chicks that we got today, and I'm not exactly sure how old they are, but I'm sure that they're only like a couple days old. But these guys are black silver-laced Wyandottes. The reason why I went with these ones is, well, one, because they sold all of the other ones I wanted.
And what other ones were that?
Easter eggers.
And why did you want those?
I wanted the Easter eggers because they lay blue eggs. I have been wanting more blue eggers. I have one, and I love the color of egg that it gives us, but I didn't end up getting Easter eggers this time, mainly because I'm in search for a dual purpose and because they were sold out.
So we kind of settled, but
I settled with these and figured I could get my Easter eggers any other time. Maybe next year, we'll see. But
they're still pretty chickens, right?
They are. They're gorgeous, and I'm pretty sure it's what we picked up from our neighbor.
Tell us a little bit about these little guys.
These little guys, they give us brown eggs. Baby chicks, since we picked them up, they've got to have a heat lamp for the first little bit. 4 to 5 weeks. I was reading up on it again, but it said they could go outside in the coop at about 4 to 5 weeks. And I'm not exactly sure if that's with a heat lamp or without a heat lamp. I can't remember. But we've got their chick start food. They need chick start food up until, I think they said until they're laying, which
Here's
is
the other little ones. About
18. They start laying eggs when they're about 18 weeks or a little bit longer. With the heat lamp, if they are too cold, they will bundle up together in the area, so you'd have to move the heat lamp closer. If they are cold, or if they are hot, they will, I can't remember
they spread out, and they spread their wings out.
Yeah. So
if they're cold, they're all bundled, and that they're bundled all together, so you have to move the heat lamp a little bit closer to them. And if they're too hot, they spread out away from the lamp, and with their wings spread out to try and cool off.
So
they're eating.
They're eating now. They're fun. I like raising chicks more than I like raising other people's hens. So it makes a big difference in raising chicks because, one, they get to know you when they're younger. So when you go to feed them when they're older and everything, they'll come to you instead of running away. Most of the hens that most of the chicks that we raised last year are bigger, a lot bigger now. And every time I go outside and let them out, the first thing that they do is come running with me or to me or behind me. They follow me everywhere. And I absolutely love it.
Yep, it's easy to pick out the ones that we raised last year.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier because they know you. And they're more friendly when they know who you are. And it makes a big difference.
So how many chickens do we have now?
So in our big coop, we have 12 chickens. And a couple of them are, I want to say, more than 3 years old.
Okay.
We have another batch that we got a year later. And then the chicks that I raised last year. Those are all in the big coop. Then, just a couple days ago, we have some neighbors that are moving and gave us 4 of their hens. And so we've got 16 total with those 4 and the 12. And then I got the 3 chicks.
So how many total chickens do you have, dear?
So we have 19.
And how many can the coop make, or the coop hold that your husband made?
13 to 14 birds. But
so we have a new problem on our hands.
We plan on processing some of the older ones that we have that aren't doing the best laying anymore.
Still leaves us with more hens than what the coop will hold. Just FYI.
I love my birds. I'd much rather prefer raising the birds than anything else.
Not for food.
We don't name our animals if we're going to butcher them. So.
Correct. The lady at the store, when we picked these little guys up, she asked us what we were going to name them. And we're like, we don't name our animals. We only have named 2. And
but
2 of the birds.
They have earned their names.
Yes.
We've named our 2 brown chickens. The 2 brown chickens. Oh, and I named one of the black ones. But it's okay. The all brown chicken that we have, her name is Betsy.
And she's a cranky old chicken.
She is a cranky bird and doesn't let anyone near her or by her, or if they're bothering anything around her, she pecks at them.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's her name, Betsy.
Okay, the other 2?
The other brown chicken has a little bit of black spotting and everything, has feathers on its feet. I absolutely love her, and I've given her a name because I love the way that she looks. Her name is Lacey. And then the black chicken that wanders around that Betsy picks on all the time, we've named it Baldy. So, we're kind of at a win-win there.
All right, should we go look at the other animals?
Yep, we've got more baby animals, so we will show you as soon as we are outside. First, let's show you the chickens.
Okay.
So, my 12 chickens are in this coop. Right here. Nope. You stay in there. It's bedtime. Bedtime. They're all going to be awake now. That's okay. Their nesting box. We've got 4 nesting boxes in here. And there's no eggs in there right now. But there's the 4 nesting boxes, and I'll be putting some more hay in there. So there's that one. And then we're here. We have the chickens that we got from our neighbor. And look, I put some more hay up there. And this is what they have done. They've made nests.
It's a little dark in there.
Yeah, it is a little dark. But this is the one that I was telling you that might look like the silver laced wyandottes. But it lays a very dark brown egg. If you can see in there and over there. She's made a good nest over there.
Yeah.
But those are my chickens. This is the number one reason why I love raising rabbits. We breed our rabbits, and then from there we raise the babies till they're about 12 weeks old, and then we either decide to at 12 weeks we either butcher them or we can sell them or whatever. You can actually sell them when they're weaned off of the mom, which is about
8 or 9 weeks.
8 or 9 weeks. So
We won't butcher. We usually butcher between 12 and 15 weeks.
yeah, because that's when they're the best.
Yep, I believe they're called fryers.
Yeah. So these are my
Look how cute.
Flemish giants, and they are mixed with a bunny that was born from a Californian mix with a Flemish. So
What's their Flemish and Californian mixes?
Flemish and Californian mixes.
So that makes them. They'll make them a little bit smaller.
A little bit more meat.
Yep, a little more denser meat, but slightly smaller than a purebred Flemish.
But the whole reasoning behind having the rabbits is to raise the babies. I like the baby animals. It's what I do. I care for them. I love them. And then when they're ready to go to their new home or ready to go into our freezer, it's just what I like. And raising the baby animals is one of the best. They just started opening their eyes this week. They are 2 weeks old.
How many we got in there?
We've got 4. So she had a smaller litter this time around. She normally has about 8 or 9 bunnies. But there's 4. And you can kind of tell on this one back here. Come here, baby. This one back here has a darker nose. It's okay. It's okay. Here, let's see if I can show you. This one has got a little bit of a darker nose. That comes from the Californian. But so during the process of breeding, the females are very territorial. So if you put the male in with the female, it would basically kill the male rabbit.
Yep, and you don't want that to happen.
So we put the female in with the male in their cage. They breed. I usually leave them in for an hour, maybe 2, to get them, to make sure that they actually get it done. And then from there, I put the female back into the cage, and then after that, it takes about 30 to 32 days for them to have their babies. So it's pretty quick. Rabbits can have babies one right after another. But at about 27 to 28 days is when I like to put the nesting box in the cage with the female before she has her babies. I put hay in there, And then she makes a nest, pretty much. She digs a hole and makes a nest. And then from there, she waits until she's ready to have them. And then what she does is she'll start pulling fur out and pack it in the nest that she made. Some rabbits may need help because they've made the nest on the outside of the box, or they've made the nest in a different corner than the box or whatever. So you just kind of have to help them and show them where they're supposed to have them. But with this one, she made it on the outside of the box. And what I did is I put hay in around, made a little bit of a nest, and then put the fur in with it. And then from there, she knew exactly where to go. So, but these guys were born on April 15th.
That one still has its eyes closed.
This one still has its eyes closed. It takes a little bit for them to open them, but this one doesn't. This one has its eyes open. Oh, baby. Baby. And they are so cuddly. They move a lot, but once you get the right spot, they just cuddle in. See? Hi. It usually takes them about 2 weeks to open their eyes. Some do it a little bit sooner than others. Just really depends. But from there, we just raise them up. Once they can be weaned off of mom, we put them into separate cages. You have to separate females and males so they don't mass produce.
And then all of a sudden you have 80 rabbits on your
And then all of a
house.
sudden, yep. But, so you have to sex them. And then from there, put them in their cages and raise them until they're old enough to either butcher or sell. So, but from there, they're cuddly, they're fun. The more you handle them, the better off they will be.